Hi, I'm Matthew Cavalier, and welcome back to my channel, Moments with Matthew. Last week we talked about expectations, what expectations we have bought into that keep us locked in these ideas of ourselves that won't let us break out. So this week I want to follow up a little bit with the idea of expectations, and I want to ask you a question. What expectations do you have? What expectations have you adopted? What expectations have you accepted that are keeping you locked out of your happiness, locked out of what you feel you can fulfill? Is age an expectation? Oh, I am too old to go back to school. I'm too old to start a new job. I'm too old to leave it all behind and move to a new city. I'm too old to do what? We're too old to do what? I remember a piece of advice long ago when someone said, I'm not sure that I'm able to go back to grad school because, I'm 40. And the person said, well, how old will you be in 3 years when you would have finished grad school? 43. And if you started grad school now, how old would you be when you finished grad school? 43. So why not be 43 and have a grad school degree? You're never too old. What makes you hold on to an expectation? What makes you say, okay, I can't leave this job. I've got bills to pay and I have to make sure that I make this money. Oh, and the benefits are so good, but God, I hate going to work every single day. I feel trapped in this job. Why do you hold on to that expectation? Yes, the money is important. I am not telling you to quit your job with no escape route or no escape net underneath. But I am asking you, what's stopping you from looking around? What's stopping you from doing the research? What's stopping you from saying, hey, I really want to do this job. I'm not fulfilled here. Where can I go? What do I want to do next? There is nothing that says you can't pursue the next great thing in your life. Don't hold on to that expectation of, well, I have a comfortable job and that's what I was raised to believe that I need. Yes, a comfortable job is good, but if it's making you miserable, it's not worth it. It's not where you need to be. You have bought into the expectation that what you have to have is a job that no matter how much you dislike it, you have to keep it because it will keep you in a safe position and it will make you money for when you retire. Well, I don't know about you, but retirement is a long way away, and I don't want to sit doing something that will keep me miserable for 5, 10, 20 years. Hell, I don't want to do things that's going to keep me miserable for 5 minutes. So why do we hold on to this? Because society expects us to? Because our family expects us to? Again, I am not saying to go out, quit your job with nothing to fall back on. But what I am saying is, why can't you start looking? Why can't you take that first step? We have this idea that when we want to quit a job, leave a relationship, we want to start a relationship, we want to go back to school, we want to start being a writer, we want to exercise more, that we have to do it wholeheartedly, 100%, jump without a net, no rope attached, and that is scary, absolutely. So why can't you take those steps? One step closer to a new job. Get on a jobs forum and start looking. Don't have the training you need? Get onto Google and search for a school nearby that will give you the training. Find a job that's willing to give you the training. If you are in a miserable relationship, and when I say miserable, I mean it is not making you happy and you have done everything you can to work to make it better, then it's time to let that go. And if it's time to let that go, start taking those first steps. Obviously, if you are in a dangerous position or an abusive relationship, you need to take the steps immediately to make sure that you and those you love are safe. That is not what I'm talking about here. But if you are in an unhappy relationship and you have worked, truly worked to make it right, and it's still not working, it's time to move on. If you want to be a writer, step one, start writing. We've said this before on this channel. You don't have to be a novelist. You don't have to give up your job to start writing and hope that one day you'll have the great American novel. Why? Just start writing. Start writing the crap. Start editing it. Start moving towards that novel you want to write. If you are ready to get into a relationship, put yourself out there. Go to places that you know you're going to meet people. You don't have to meet Mr. or Mrs. Right instantly. You can take your time. You can explore. Don't want to go online to do it? Find a place that's comfortable for you. Go volunteer. Find meetups. Do something that's going to allow you to get out of your cocoon and start meeting people. If you are ready to say, you know what? I've tried relationships for a little while. I'm afraid to be alone. Okay, then it's time to start falling for you. It's time to start finding those moments where you can start to be happy by yourself. Being alone, getting to know yourself, falling in love with yourself, all of those things are beautiful. But life expects us, society expects us to be in a happy, loving relationship. That doesn't work for everyone at every moment. If you are a serial dater, perhaps you have held on to that expectation too long and it's time to let it go. You don't have to follow the expectations of other people. So it's time to start asking yourself, what is standing in my way to being happy? What expectations am I holding on to that tells me I can't be happy right now? Is it the expectation that I have to have a job and keep making money? Yes, you do have to have a job. Yes, it's good to make money. Yes, it's good to save for retirement, but you do not have to be miserable. You do not have to wake up every day dreading that job. You do not have to go to bed at night worrying that you are going to be miserable the next day at work. It's time to find your next great adventure. It's time to let go of all of those expectations that you are holding on so tightly to, like armor, and say, it's getting too heavy. I'm letting this go, and it is time for me to step out and do what makes me happy. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for all of us. Do what makes you happy. I never would have started this YouTube channel if I just followed the expectations of society. Hey, you're 45. What do you mean you're starting a YouTube channel? Isn't that for the young kids? No. I can do what I want to make me happy. And if all I have is my 100+ followers, I'm fine. I am enjoying making these videos. That's what matters to me. I am enjoying doing the things that I love to do. Am I still holding on to expectations? Absolutely. Are they still making me a little miserable in certain aspects of my life? You better believe it. But have I started the process of moving forward to figure out what I want to do next to make me happy? You damn well better believe it. And we can do this step by step together. Do you know someone who needs to hear this message? Please forward this video on to them. Also, please click the like button. It does help the channel, and please click the subscribe button and that bell so you're notified the next time a video comes out. And I'll see you next week for A Moment with Matthew.